We bless everyone. We are dedicating this Torah class for Refuah Shelema. Any name you want to mention, Bechavod, please. Today we are going to do really quickly the halachot. As much as I can, I'll try to squeeze in halachot in regards to Pesach, because Pesach is next week, okay? So let's wrap up the halachot in regards to the chametz search, okay? So we already learned that this is something we're going to do this coming Sunday night, okay, on the 21st, after sundown, actually after nightfall, okay? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehakol nihyah bidbaro. Now, we learn about the 10, wow, this is strong, the 10 pieces of bread that you need to put, leavening. We all know that. Now, what kind of tools we use in order to conduct the chametz search? Most people use candle. What kind of a candle? Guys, there's a lot of noise in the background. Can you put yourself on mute, please? I don't know, it's a lot of noise. Hello? Okay. Yeah, it is. So, what kind of tools we using? People using candles. It doesn't matter what kind of candles, all good. Flat, not something that consider as a torch. Too many flames. Why? What's the reason? You see, the halakha says use a regular candle, not a torch, or not a candle that has two wicks. Okay? A wax one is good, no more than 2 wicks. What's the reason?
To catch the curtains on fire.
Exactly. That's exactly the answer, because it's considered as a torch, and you might catch something on fire. Because of that, you'll be afraid to check thoroughly. To put in the candle behind the sofa and some tight areas and stuff like that. What about using a flashlight? What about using my own phone light? Would that be okay? The answer is absolutely yes. Anything that makes you, give you the ability to see, to watch. If people has the flashlight that they put over the head, it's wonderful. All is good. It's customary to do with candles. Don't do it with oil, because you might spill, catch a fire, hazard problems. Either regular candle or flashlight of any kind, okay? So, when one does not have a proper candle, one may use a pocket flashlight or a small electric lamp, and one can use to access the tight spots in the house, okay? So there's no problem with that. Any questions? Some has the custom to turn off the light during the search. So, I want you to know that it is not necessary to turn off the electric lights in the rooms while one searches for the chametz. Okay? Not necessary. Some do that for the excitement. I used to do that, and even today, kids grew up on this excitement. Yeah. Turning the light off. Shh, 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 shh. Don't talk like Sherlock Holmes, and we were searching for the chametz. Even today, when they're grown up, they still like to turn off the light. Fine, let them do that. But it's not necessary. Please don't remember, those who owns a car. Guys, please, there is a lot of static noises in the background. Please put yourself on mute. In contrast to clothes, one's automobile and car, of the 14th, using a candle and one may not rely on the fact that the vehicle was cleaned thoroughly beforehand, especially those of truck drivers or bus drivers or those who own airplanes like myself. So I have to check.
Amen. Thank you. I gotta check real quick.
Right. Shimon's Airlines. Exactly. Classes get free ride. All right. I'm taking care of my students. Okay, guys. What about checking the books? We are learning books all year long. We're eating sandwich. and falls on the books, and sometimes you can find crumbs. You might open it on Passover, see crumbs. Now we have to go through the entire library and clean each and every book. And on Passover, even little amount consider chametz. And during Passover, we're very strict about chametz. Anything that got mixed. Here's the question that I asked on the Gerut. Okay, the Rabbi will ask you. If you have a pot, okay, full of meat, and a drop of milk fell in, or a drop of pork fat fell in, so does that disqualify the meat? No, you have to calculate 1/60th against it. If there is 60 amount against that small piece, so you can still use it, eat it, enjoy from it. On Passover, even smallest amount, small piece of leavening that falls off a pot, you have to throw it away, all of it. We're very strict on that. Even 1 in 1,000, it doesn't null it. It doesn't nullify. Okay, you have to just get rid of it. But the halacha said it is not necessary to inspect one's books for chametz, and it is permissible to study Torah in those books during Pesach, although they were not inspected beforehand for the crumbs that might have fallen in them. What's the main reason? We already sold our chametz at the house, any chametz in any size or form. Even those crumbs that I might find on the book, it's not mine. Good to be careful, maybe not to use these books on the table when you're eating. You might fail to, if there is a possibility that you have there, okay? But don't worry about it. So what do you do with the chametz that you find Sunday night, this coming Sunday night? If one wishes to leave chametz food over for the family night of the 14th, you are very strict. That's it, finish, yeah. So we're eating, the kids know, no one complains. Nobody complains, not going to help. And you eat everything there, outside, okay? Now, we collected the chametz. We finished the search. We put it in a container or in a bag. We leave it outside, okay? And the very next morning, we burn it. We get rid of it. There is ways to get rid of the chametz. The best method is to burn it. So, right, selling is one thing, but there's the part, selling we already did. You have to do this week, guys. You have to sell the chametz. But the chametz that you have in hand on the eve of Pesach, early in the morning, you have to follow your time zone to check when chametz is become forbidden, because you can still eat chametz in the morning. Okay? So, you need to burn it. So some synagogue has these places that they're dedicating to help their congregation to burn the chametz, fine? If you're going to do it at home, do it at home. It's all good. But you don't really have to burn it. There's other methods are okay. It will be considered as you get rid of the chametz, just fine. And we'll discuss it in a minute. You need to brush your teeth and use a floss. Floss your teeth. Why? You don't want to have chametz stuck in your teeth. While you're eating chametz, sorry to discuss you, but it might be mixed now, the chametz in your mouth with the matzah that you're eating, okay? After eating the last meal of chametz, in the morning of the 14th, which is this day, in the morning, between his teeth, brush them and rinse them well. Otherwise, it is possible that some bit of chametz will be lodged between his teeth and become dislodged. Later in the day, when chametz is already forbidden, and he will swallow chametz after it's forbidden. Okay? Just want you to tell you that I was told more than once by a dentist that flossing is more important than brushing. It's actually cleaning. Re-cleaning is flossing. Okay. Very important, people that have some cavities and other issues, they need to take care of it. Someone who wears dentures must wash and scrub them well in all the crevices to make sure that there is not even a speck of chametz on them. Okay? This halacha is not only for elderly people. There's young people that have that. They lost teeth on a hockey game, basketball game, fights, I don't know. They have this such type of teeth. Okay? It doesn't matter. You have to take care of it. I'm talking about the teeth that can come out. Okay? Dentures. Okay, I'm skip the nusach, the wording, what you're saying, just follow this, which all is good. The connection today is really bad, and I'm apologizing for the Facebook watchers live. Men and women are equally obligated to fulfill the mitzvah of destroying chametz and ridding it from their possession. So, how you can get rid of it? You can burn it. You can break it to pieces and flash it, or trash it on a far trash can. Okay, some people, and I understand, doesn't feel comfortable with taking food into the toilet and doing that. It's not be appropriate. I totally understand. So it's okay. Put it in a bag. Just trash it, and you're all good. Okay. Any questions? The chametz search comes with a blessing, with bracha, right? I'm talking about Friday, Sunday night, in the evening. You're going to conduct it with a blessing. If you leave before, like myself, I'm leaving before, so I can do the search if I didn't appoint someone to do it for me, but no blessings. Blessing is only during Passover and during Passover. In the middle of the Chol HaMoed, you remember, I didn't conduct the chametz search. Do it now. And do the bracha. If you come back from out of town, or you forgot to do it, and you remember after the holiday, you must do chametz search without bracha. Bracha is only at the day we're supposed to do it, and through the holiday itself. Other than that, it's a search without a blessing. Okay? Okay, if someone did not conduct the search for chametz on the evening of the 14th, he must do so during the day as soon as he remembers his errors and recite the blessing over the search. If someone did not conduct the search for chametz at any time that day either, he must conduct the search whenever he does remember, anytime during the week of Pesach. Likewise, in this case, he must recite the blessing over the search. But over the search after Pesach. Okay. I'm skipping all this. Let's go to any questions. Okay. I'm skipping the laws talking about from which hour you're supposed to, or you can do the chametz, or eating chametz, or stop eating chametz, because you have it it depends on your time zone. Some people it's going to be 11 in the morning, some's going to be a little bit early, a little bit later. Just follow that. Make sure especially those who have animals, dogs, birds, cats, and they have chametz, to clean it up and make sure to buy food that doesn't contain chametz. In a case you can't find such food, and feeding your pet with regular food might harm them, this is going to be a problem. So consult with your local rabbi. It will tell you probably what type of food you can buy. There is a list that we sent out of kosher product. I think that there also names of food you can buy for cats. dogs. Okay. What do you do if you find chametz during Chol HaMoed?
Throw it out.
During Chol HaMoed. Or a friend came to you, okay, it could be, I don't know, a non-Jew came to you, and he brought with him a whiskey bottle. And he placed it, oh, shalom, my friend, my Jewish friend. This is for you. Boom. He placed it on the table, a whiskey bottle that is completely chametz. There are some whiskeys that are not chametz. They're made from maybe, I don't know, and a material that is not chametz, okay? But most of them chametz. Most of them.
Nullified, right? Like you don't.
What do?
You yell.
You yell.
One thing to know that if chametz is found, is you treat it like trash. So the blessing that chametz says after you do the search, if you find any chametz, you treat it like trash and throw it out.
No. So let me explain. I don't know if I didn't hear all what you're saying, but I thought you're saying you treat it like trash. The problem is you can't touch it on the holiday. So it's a Yom Tov. You're in the middle of the Seder. You have chametz in the middle on the table. So what you do, you take some sort of a bucket or a cup and you put on it. It's covered. After the Havdalah, or after the holiday, during Chol HaMoed, you take it out, get rid of it, or burn it. That's what you do when you find, let's say you find a piece of pita in one of the rooms during the holiday, the Yom Tov. You take a cup, you place over it, and after the Chag, you get rid of it. If someone finds chametz in his home during Chol HaMoed, he should immediately remove it from his premises to ensure that it will not be eaten and then destroy it. If he finds it on Yom Tov, he must cover it so it is out of anyone's view until nightfall to ensure that it will not be eaten. And then he must destroy it. It is forbidden to carry it out of the house during Yom Tov, since it is muktzeh, being that it is forbidden to derive any benefit at all from it. You can sell it. Hey, I'll get the bottle from you. I'll give you $50. You can do that. It is likewise forbidden to burn it up where it is in the house during Yom Tov, since that will be kindling a fire that is not needed at all for any Yom Tov use. Okay. Any questions? Let's move on. I wanted to discuss with you about, I get these questions every year, about medications / vitamins, you name it. Some people taking regularly medications, okay? Many of the medications contain wheat starch, chametz product in it, okay? And during Passover, they wonder, what should I do? If this is an antibiotic, you have to take it. Whatever reason, some people has to take their medication on time, okay? Sometimes it's vitamins. Vitamins is also important to take. What do you do? If it's chametz, can you eat it? Can you swallow it? Can you chew on it? Okay. What about cosmetics? Cosmetic stuffs. Lipstick, any type of powder that is mixed with this wheat starch, mixed with chametz. Can you use it on Passover?
I do not know.
Okay, you do not know. So let me tell you exactly what you can do. It is permissible to use cosmetic on Pesach. Ingredients include chametz byproducts. Okay, since the cosmetics are inedible, even to dogs, and the chametz lost its status before Pesach began. This is based on the principle explained above, that any chametz that becomes inedible, even to dogs, before Pesach, may be kept over Pesach and used during the festival. Okay. Likewise, one may use snuf on Pesach, even if it is products using chametz-based alcohol, since the chametz has been rendered totally inedible before Pesach. Even if this were not the case, in the land of Israel today, most snuf is produced using alcohol that is not based on chametz. If someone does not know what type of alcohol was used, he may assume that his snuf is among the majority that has no chametz in it. Okay? It's true also about cigarettes, because the glue they're using for the filter, thank you, contains sometimes chametz. It's not a problem. You can use it on Pesach. Okay. If someone has become ill and his entire body itches from his illness, it is permissible to take pain relievers in the form of tablets and caplets, okay, on Pesach, even if they contain wheat starch that it's chametz. This is so even if he is not dangerously ill. This is because the flavor of that chametz is no longer a flavor of a food, and the pills are inedible as a food product, even to dogs, and were rendered so before Pesach began. Okay, so bottom line, it's all good. The problem is those that you chew. Those that you chew and there's taste in it must be kosher for Pesach. Okay, but we said that it's permissible with the exception of those that you chew. Okay? Now, someone that knows, in Israel it's very common and very easy. They know, they go to the doctor, listen, Pesach is coming, I need you to write me a prescription for something generic or something similar that has no chametz. It's no problem. There's sometimes chametz in cleaning products. You'll be surprised. So people wonder, can I use this dish soap? There's a lot of chametz in it. To wash my Passover dishes. Technically, it is permissible to use an inedible cleaning agent during Pesach to wash dishes, even if it has no special certification that it is kosher for Pesach. Even so, since nowadays there are brands available that do have such certification. Okay, I'm going to skip that. You got the idea here, okay? I want you to know that any chametz that left over in your possession during Pesach, you didn't sell it, what you're going to do with it? So you have a bunch of whiskeys and other, alcoholic beverages and food and pasta you didn't sell. You didn't sell for whatever reason. What you're going to do after Pesach with it? Ay, ay, ay. Simu lev. Pay attention. If anyone who keeps chametz in his possession during Pesach transgresses the mitzvah of, quote, you must destroy all leavening from your house. You have to destroy leavening from your houses. You didn't. You have a bunch of beverages and whiskey and pasta and other cookies and cakes and freeze full of pita.
So you're still getting cut.
And the mitzvah of no leavening food may be seen in your possession. Therefore, our sages imposed a fine that any Jew's chametz is kept over Pesach is forbidden forever, so that no one may ever gain any benefit. Now you have to destroy it. Forbidden to the owner and all other Jews as well. If a Jew is about to partake of a chametz product and he is totally unaware that its owner had kept it over Pesach, anyone who is aware of it must inform him of this and stop him from partaking of forbidden food. So get rid of it. Or you have a lot of food. You don't destroy it. You sell it. So it's not yours. You can even be as an agent to your family members that are not aware / don't care. Chametz, okay, we don't touch it, we touch clothes. No. So you can be as the agent and put their names on the rabbi's list. The rabbi say, what's your father's address? You put his. What's your uncle? They're not going to do it. You're doing to him a great favor by putting their address, even if they don't know about it. Okay? It's good to encourage them, to explain to them. But that way, we are an agent for a mitzvah. And just for a mitzvah, or something that will benefit them, bottom line, you're doing to them a big favor. You don't have to ask. Okay? It's like someone is giving $1,000 to people. Anyone in this room will give you a check, $1,000. Can I get one for my uncle? He's not going to be upset with you. Right? Same thing. You're doing to him a great favor. He's not going to be upset, and it's good. Any questions? If you see on the street chametz or in the store, no, in the store it's a different story, I'm sorry, forget it. On the street, you see chametz, don't lift it, because while lifting it, you're acquiring it. Push it away on the side with a stick or something, so the food won't be disgraced. Okay? In the store, if you accidentally touch the chametz, it's not yours yet, because in the store you have to pay for it. On the street, it's considered ownerless. So if it's ownerless, the first one to lift it acquires it. It's like a lost object. I think we have to go to the vending. Any questions we have so far? Anything? Okay, good. We're going to have a class on Wednesday, God willing, probably a little bit before 7. We're going to discuss more, according to the Zohar, about the chametz and the forces of the tumah and how we overcome them and all these beautiful things. And that's going to be this coming Wednesday. We don't have no classes till, except Shabbat. On Sunday we won't have a class till after Passover. So I want to wish everyone here kosher Passover, happy Passover. May Hashem bless you with good livelihood and good health. And may Hashem protect you everywhere you go. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.